In the modern intellectual agora of discourse, the debate between Norman Finkelstein and Destiny over the Israel-Palestine conflict stands as a prime exemplar of the collision between erudite scholarship and the burgeoning influence of internet personalities.
All 5 hours of this shit, right? There was a 5-hour debate on Instagram on YouTube on Israel-Palestine between Norman Finkelstein on the left, on one side of the issue, and this guy named Marc Lamont, right? Finkelstein, maybe the most knowledgeable political historian of Gaza the world. Marc Lamont is a Palestinian activist, theorist, writer, whatever, right? On the other side, they had Benny Morris, the leading Israeli historian. And the fourth person was Destiny, the streamer, right? Destiny has more views than all of us in this room put together.
Thanks.
Right? I've been on Destiny show, and I don't have an issue debating Destiny or talking to Destiny, but Destiny was then positioned as an expert on something. Why? Because he's the one everybody knows, and he's the reason people showed up. Now, some people showed up to watch him get dog walked. Other people showed up to watch him win. But either way, that's what happened. So when Candace enters the room to talk about policy, she's the biggest name. The Breakfast Club could have brought on a right-wing policy expert to articulate legitimate right-wing points, and then we can have that debate. But if the person would come in and say, "Hey, I'm famous," and then set some shit on fire, and then we just fight over it, that to me, that's a different kind of approach. And so part of it is not that the right wants to have different perspectives. You can have different perspectives. The question is, why are you the best person to have this conversation?
I think people have to. I think we have to learn that everything is propaganda.
Marc Lamont Hill's commentary on this debate elucidates the profound implications of such encounters in the realm of public opinion and political advocacy. Norman Finkelstein, an eminent scholar with a profound grasp of the historical and political intricacies of Gaza, brings to the table a wealth of knowledge and a robust analytical framework. His opponent, Destiny, known more for his popularity as a streamer than his expertise in geopolitical matters, represents a new wave of public intellectuals who wield their influence through digital platforms. This juxtaposition raises critical questions about the criteria by which individuals are deemed suitable to partake in serious policy debates. The inclusion of Destiny in this debate highlights a paradigm shift in the nature of public discourse. Unlike traditional academics whose legitimacy is anchored in rigorous scholarship and peer-reviewed publications, Destiny's authority is derived from his vast online following. This phenomenon underscores the democratization of knowledge dissemination but also exposes the potential pitfalls of conflating popularity with expertise. Marc Lamont Hill astutely points out that the primary draw for many viewers was Destiny's presence. This underscores a fundamental issue: the spectacle often takes precedence over substance. Viewers are lured by the prospect of seeing a familiar face engage in intellectual combat, rather than a genuine interest in the substantive issues at hand. This reflects a broader trend in contemporary media where sensationalism trumps serious discourse. Furthermore, the debate's dynamics reveal an unsettling reality about the influence of internet personalities on public opinion. Destiny, despite lacking the scholarly depth of Finkelstein or other experts, commands a significant platform. His participation in the debate, therefore, not only amplifies his voice but also shapes the perceptions of his vast audience, many of whom may lack the critical tools to discern nuanced arguments from simplistic rhetoric. Hill's comparison of Destiny's role in the debate to that of figures like Candace Owens in political discussions underscores the problematic nature of elevating individuals based on their fame rather than their expertise. Owens, much like Destiny, attracts attention not necessarily through the cogency of her arguments but through her notoriety. This shift towards valuing fame over substance can distort public understanding and reduce complex issues to mere spectacles. Moreover, Hill's observation about the propagandistic nature of such debates is particularly salient. In an era where information is commodified and content creators vie for attention, the lines between genuine analysis and propaganda blur. The incentive structures of platforms like YouTube prioritize engagement over enlightenment, encouraging creators to adopt provocative stances that generate clicks rather than fostering thoughtful dialogue. In addressing criticisms of his popularity-driven platform, Destiny might argue that the metrics of viewership and engagement are not inherently indicative of a lack of substance. Instead, he could posit that high viewership demonstrates a demand for the kind of content he provides. This, he might say, underscores the importance of finding ways to present complex issues in an accessible and engaging manner without sacrificing depth. Destiny might also counter the notion that his involvement in such debates reduces them to mere spectacles. He could argue that the presence of a well-known personality like himself attracts a broader audience, thereby amplifying the reach of important discussions. The increased visibility can lead to greater public awareness and understanding of critical issues. The debate also highlights a critical challenge for the left. While figures like Finkelstein bring depth and rigor to their arguments, they often lack the broad appeal and accessibility of internet personalities. This dichotomy poses a strategic dilemma: how to balance the need for intellectual rigor with the necessity of engaging wider audiences. The left must grapple with the task of amplifying scholarly voices without diluting their message to fit the contours of digital media. In dissecting the debate, Hill underscores the importance of scrutinizing the credentials of those who participate in public discourse. The legitimacy of a debate is not solely determined by the fame of its participants but by their substantive contributions to the issue at hand. This principle is vital in an age where the boundaries of expertise are increasingly contested. Ultimately, the Finkelstein-Destiny debate is emblematic of a broader epistemological crisis. As traditional gatekeepers of knowledge lose their hold, new actors emerge, bringing with them both opportunities and challenges. The democratization of knowledge dissemination is a double-edged sword, offering the potential for greater inclusivity but also risking the erosion of intellectual standards. Hill's reflections prompt us to reconsider the criteria by which we evaluate participants in public debates. In a world awash with information and misinformation, the onus is on the audience to critically assess the credentials and arguments of those they choose to follow. This discernment is crucial in ensuring that public discourse remains grounded in rigorous analysis rather than devolving into a contest of popularity. The interplay between Finkelstein's scholarly gravitas and Destiny's digital influence in the Israel-Palestine debate encapsulates the complexities of contemporary intellectual engagement. Marc Lamont Hill's commentary serves as a clarion call for a more discerning approach to public discourse, one that values substance over spectacle and expertise over notoriety. As we navigate the tumultuous waters of the information age, these principles will be indispensable in safeguarding the integrity of our collective understanding.